Well, Australian families are being warned of a massive hike to power bills this year, with as much as 24% rise before July, according to figures from the Australian Bureau of Statistics. For an average three-person household, it would leave them an extra $500 out of pocket. Now, that hike is in part attributed to the federal government's power rebates coming to an end, although energy levels are set to be higher than before the relief even began. Let's bring in Social Services Minister Tanya Plibersek and One Nation MP Barnaby Joyce. Good morning to both of you. Tanya, look, we know the energy rebates can't last forever. Every economist has said we can't keep propping up the economy. That's a lot for families to stomach, though.
It is, and we're always worried about families' cost of living. We know when it comes to energy, the rebates couldn't last forever, but the best thing we can do to bring down prices is get more cheaper, cleaner, renewable energy into the grid. We've added well over 18 gigawatts of more renewable energy into the grid, and that is bringing down prices over time. And for people who've got solar on the roof, that's 4.2 million households now. For well over 200,000 households have added batteries. Their prices are coming down. There'll be 3 days free power for a lot of households from the 1st of July. We're doing everything we can, and of course it's the other cost of living measures as well: cheaper medicines, cheaper childcare, lower taxes, higher wages. We're doing whatever we can to assist families.
It's just hard while people wait.
It is,
isn't it?
No,
because
I understand that.
You know, $500,
Yep.
that's just on top of everything else.
Yeah, no, it's not easy. But the same article says one of the reasons that the costs are so high is because oil and gas prices and coal prices are so high. So the solution is cheaper, cleaner, renewable energy. You just got to build it. And I wish we had started 10 years ago. We should have started during the time of the previous government. We didn't. We're playing catch up. That's absolutely true. But we're doing the best we can to get that into the grid as quickly as we can.
Barnaby, we can't keep propping up the economy, can we, with these rebates? Do you support this?
Playing ducks and drakes, I think that'd be a better word for it. I mean, ultimately, when are we going to call this? The intermittent power swindle's just not working. When does the epiphany going to happen with the government? The only people they're fooling is themselves. The intermittent power rollout of wind and solar has been a disaster. They keep on promising us that it's going to go down. How many times have we heard the promise power prices are going to go down? How many times have we been taken for a ride? But I don't think the government's, they're not fooling anybody. It's a complete fiasco. It's getting worse. It's getting more unreliable. And the only reason we had any sort of reduction in prices before is because taxpayers were handed back their own money by way of a rebate. And it sits at the core of the cost of living crisis because it requires electricity. And if you don't believe, and I know what they're going to say, oh, this is what they say, this is what AEMO says and the CSIRO says, but I'll tell you who assesses it really, really well. Rio Tinto. The major manufacturers were all leaving our country because they can read exactly what's happening to our energy prices. It's a fiasco. They're going to other countries.
What's your plan,
because they know
Barnaby?
it better. They know it better than anybody else what a complete debacle this energy crisis is as the creation of the Labor government. And the truth is, go back to coal-fired power.
So
there's your answer.
Look, as Tanya said in this article, the biggest thing that's been driving up electricity prices over the last couple of years has been oil, gas and coal. And it spiked when Russia invaded Ukraine, and it's never gone back down. And
You know what?
Because
they
they're
use
aging,
coal?
because coal power stations are going out of business and they're so old that we're pumping money into them to keep them going. So if there's a better plan, people want it because we all want cheap power. So what is it?
They're pumping money into these intermittent power swindles. I mean, maybe Tanya can tell us exactly how much
every
we've
single
paid
day
in these capacity investment schemes, which are hundreds of billions of dollars subsidies, which
every
we are
day,
paying
Barnaby,
also
there
out of
are
our pocket.
unscheduled outages because, as Nat says, the power stations are 50 years old. If you want to build a new one, tell us how much it'll cost and who's going to build it. Where will it go? How much will it cost and who's going to build it?
Okay, Barnaby.
You created policies to put them out of business. Remove those policies. Remove the subsidies for the intermittent power. Put those subsidies back into coal-fired power to get them.
There's a bunch of subsidies going into keeping 50-year-old stations open. It's like keeping a 50-year-old car on the road. It's expensive.
What do you think is going to happen to your intermittent power grids?
Okay,
What do you think is going to happen to all your wind towers?
Where should we be building new coal power stations, Barnaby?
Yeah, we should have new coal-fired power
Where?
stations,
Where?
and I'll tell you where you're going to get the money from. You're going to get the money by cutting the subsidies to the capacity investment schemes, to the wind towers, to the solar panels, which are absolutely bastardising our power grid and costing us hundreds of billions of dollars.
So how many should we build, and where should we build them?
You should find all the ones that you've already got and use the money for the capacity investment schemes to refurbish them. I mean, what you're doing now, forget about the idea. I don't know where they are, probably not even half the way of rolling out these wind towers and solar panels, and they're all going to be subsidised by secret agreements. So why not do it transparently? Why not have the government build the coal-fired power stations?
Well, you guys had an election like less than a year ago.
And it was wrong. It was wrong. Let's see, I can say these things now. The cheapest power is coal-fired power.
No,
right?
it's not.
Yes, it is.
Taylor was in charge of your energy policy, so did he mess that up?
It is, because people think that we're going to cool the planet. That's what's driving it. People think we're going to cool the planet, which is another absurdity.
Angus Taylor was in charge of your energy plan going to the election. Did he mess that up?
Because we got sucked into this idea that we can cool the planet. Chris Bowen, as much as you think he's a god, he cannot cool the planet. And until we have that epiphany and realise this is just a fool's errand.
Speaking of Angus Taylor, word on the street is that Taylor and Hastie are duking it out to be leader of the Liberal Party. You seem to have your ear to the ground, Barnaby. What are you hearing?
Yeah, I'd say that's probably right. And, that's what happens. The coalition cannot stay where they are, or they believe they can't. It's ridiculous. The last polling where One Nation actually outpolled them and remember, the Labor Party's polling went down too, by the way. I don't know what they're down to, 32% or something. There is a move on. It's not unique to Australia. It's happening all around the world, and it's happening here. And I saw it on the street. Now, when I walked down the street in Tamworth, people just one after the other, because they're coming in from all around the country, from Western Australia, South Australia, awful lot from Sydney, and people are just over it, and they're going to change.
Who's going to lead them, Barnaby?
I would say if I was... I'll put the kiss of death on them, but I'd say Andrew Hastie's got the numbers.
That's what you're hearing. Tanya, what are you hearing?
Well, it's a matter for the coalition, and it's, what used to be the coalition. It's a matter for the Liberal Party, who runs the Liberal Party. But I'd say, first of all, it was pretty disappointing that all of this blew up on our National Day of Mourning last week. And I don't think they've really given Susan Ley a fair go. They've been out to get her since day one. I don't think Angus Taylor ever got over not winning the leadership in the first place, and Andrew Hastie's been nipping at her heels the whole way through. So it's been, all in all, a pretty unedifying thing to watch.
So on February 3, we're going to see...
Oh, who knows? Matter for them.
OK. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.